Good evening, everyone. I'm Luca Pasquale, I work for the Province of Trento, and we are in charge of the energy strategy for the Province of Trento. Our region, as all Italy, is well served by a local gas grid. But some places above, especially above over 1,000 meter height, are not served by this gas grid. So our main goal was trying to understand how to reduce carbon emissions for those places. And we find out three main local villages that could represent all those remote areas in the Alpine space of Trentino. One of them is Peio, where most of the houses are heated by wood or like biomass or petrol stoves. The other one is Ronzocchienis, where there is a local gas grid where trucks goes there and inject natural gas into the local grids. And the other one is Primiero, San Martino di Castrozza, where there is a local, well-served central heating station that serves all the area in Primiero and San Martino di Castrozza, and they have backup energy power plant that works with petrol. So together with the Università di Sapienza di Roma and then with the Politecnico di Milano, we analyzed two main things. The first one with the Università di Sapienza di Roma, we tried to understand how we can serve those areas with all green hydrogen production. So we design the PV plants, the storage, the electrolyzer needed for the energy for those regions. And we also, with the Università Sapienza di Roma, we try to understand what could be the price for those plants and to implement all those things. One of the problems that we found is that at the moment those plants are very, very expensive because we don't have the space to install all the PV plants needed for the hydrogen for those areas, even though the areas are very small with not so much people. We are talking about like Peio has like 10,000 people in the winter season and like less than 1,000 people during the summertime, so in not tourist seasons. So we found out that due to national parks and other restrictions in the area, like environmental restriction, we can't afford to install all those PV plants there. And on the other side, the cost of the electrolyzer at the moment are very expensive. So we switched also to another key point of the energy and grid. Okay, sorry for that. With the Politecnico di Milano, we analyze also the gas grid of the Trentino territory because we are well served by the local gas grid, and so we try to understand if we can mix the hydrogen with the natural gas and distribute the hydrogen into the households through the existing gas system. So we tried to understand how old are our infrastructures and if they can manage to transport the blending of hydrogen up to the 30% of mixing hydrogen with the natural gas. And we discovered that it's possible, and for the reason that I told you before, in our region it's better if in the future maybe we can import hydrogen instead of a local production of hydrogen, because we don't have the space to produce it. So to conclude these findings, we developed and we published at the beginning of the year the Trentino Hydrogen Roadmap, in which we put all our findings from these studies that we did with, together with the Politecnico and della Sapienza, l'Università Sapienza di Roma. And we also gave some guidelines for future improvement of hydrogen in the area, and we suggested that, as I already told you, maybe for the configuration of the area, it's better if we in the future use the hydrogen coming from outside and we blend it into our gas grid instead of producing it. And on the other side, it's maybe better if we focus on technology study and technology advantages, because we have FBK that has a great experience in research and innovation resources. So thank you.